Life is so unpredictable. You go on a vacation to relax and to create beautiful memories, and sometimes you never return. You join a victory parade to celebrate with thousands, and sometimes it ends in a stampede. You board a flight for work, for family, for dreams, and sometimes that journey is never completed. You sit in the backseat of a car, maybe heading to the office, maybe going on a trip with family or friends, and sometimes you never reach your destination. You sit in your hostel, simply having lunch, and suddenly a plane crashes into your building. None of these people could ever have imagined that their life would end like this. None of them knew that the final moments would come, not in old age, not in illness, but suddenly when they least expected it. It's heartbreaking, it's shocking, and it's a reality we often ignore. Life doesn't give us a warning. Life doesn't wait for us to complete our to do lists. Life doesn't wait for us to finish our plans. Life doesn't always follow our timetable. And yet we live as if we were to live forever. Namaskar. I am Wing Commander Dr. Rakesh Kumar Prashan. There are silent tragedies that happen around us every single day. Every morning, nearly 3 billion people go to work with dreams in their eyes and hopes in their hearts. But nearly 8,000 of them never return home because of accidents in the workplace. Almost everyone uses the road daily for business or pleasure with hopes and plans. But nearly 4,000 people lose their lives on the road each day. That's nearly 12,000 lives lost every single day. These are not just numbers. These are parents, siblings, relatives, friends, colleagues, people who simply went to work, went for a drive, or stepped out for something ordinary but never to return. Why does this continue to happen? Why are we so careless and casual with life when life itself is so fragile? Maybe because we think it won't happen to us. Maybe because we wait for someone else to care. Maybe because we treat safety like a rule, not a responsibility. Maybe because we forget life can change in a heartbeat. When life is this unpredictable, can we really afford to live carelessly? Can we really afford to waste time in anger, ego, and negligence? Friends, the purpose of life is simple: to serve, to protect, and to care. Since life is uncertain, the most meaningful thing we can do is to use our life to protect others, to help as many people as we can. That's how we make life truly valuable. Not by chasing only our ambitions, not by focusing only on our own success, but by leaving behind a world that's a little safer, a little kinder, because we were here. Every time you wear your seatbelt, you are not just following a rule, you are honoring your life and those people who are waiting for you at home. Every time you wear your helmet, you're not just protecting your head, you're protecting the hearts that beat for you. Every time you speak up for safety at work, you're not just ticking a box, you're helping someone else return home safely to their loved ones. Friends, safety is not about posters or certificates on the walls. It's about how much we truly value life. If each of us chooses to drive responsibly always, report unsafe conditions without hesitation, speak up when we see someone ignoring safety, take one extra minute to double check safety, gently guide a friend or colleague towards safer choices, then each of us will be building a safer world, not just for ourselves, but for our families, our colleagues, our organization, our communities, and our nation. Every small act matters. Every small act saves lives. So let's make this personal. Let's make safety not just a rule we follow, but a value we live by. If life is so unpredictable, why waste it in petty conflicts? Why cut corners and risk lives just to save a few seconds? Why let ego, anger, or carelessness dictate our actions? Let's choose compassion over criticism, patience over shortcuts, mindfulness over negligence. Because when the difference between life and death can be just one single heartbeat, the wisest choice is to live in a way that protects and uplifts us as well as others. Friends, one day all of us will leave this world. We don't know when, we don't know how, we don't know where. But when we go, let's leave behind not regrets, but lives we have protected, hearts we have touched, and a culture of safety we have nurtured. That's a life well lived. That's a purpose well served. Remember, when we care for safety, we don't just protect ourselves, we protect relationships. We protect fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, husbands, wives, relatives, friends. When we promote safety, we don't just prevent accidents, we protect dreams. We save stories from ending too soon. We spare families from lifelong grief. And we keep hopes and dreams alive. If life is so unpredictable, let's not waste it living unconsciously. Let's pause and let's reflect. What can I do starting today to make life safer and easier, not just for me, but for everyone around me? Let's drive safely. Let's speak up for safety. Let's stay alert, mindful, and proactive. Let's live with kindness. Let's live in service of others, because someone's life may depend on our choice, our voice, or our awareness. Remember, we don't control when we go, but we do control how we live. It's not about how long we have lived, but how well we have lived. If our awareness, our choices, and our actions can save even one life, our life has already found its purpose. Before I end, I would like to pause and express my deepest condolences to all those who lost their lives in the tragic Air India 171 plane crash at Ahmedabad on 12th of June. My heart, my thoughts, and my prayers are with all of them and their grieving families. May their souls find peace, and may we all honor their memories by choosing to live and work more safely, more mindfully, and more compassionately every single day. Namaskar. Jai Hind.